You're listening to and watching the Fat Bidin podcast with me, Aizyl, and I'm assuming Zan and Aizyl.
Yes,
This week,
this week.
but the
Budget bro.
yeah.
Okay,
So budget 2016 lah, right?
budget 2016. Did
Yeah.
you know that in Malay it's spelled B-A-J-E-T?
No, it's belanjawan lah.
Nope,
No?
it's B-A-J-E-T.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You quite dumb in Malay stuff.
Hey, today I learned a new word.
Ah,
Pedophilia.
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 Are these people? Pedophilia is are these people from like Palestine?
No, they're from Philadelphia.
Okay, and what do they do?
they're they're philanthropists.
The philanthropist
Yeah.
who likes to
Fill
philanthropize.
people up lah.
To fill
No, because I saw this article today. It's in Malay. And it's spelled... Okay, the title is Saya bukan pedophilia.
Saya bukan
Philia.
pedophile.
See, that's the thing. They're trying to... the guy is trying to say he's not a pedophile.
Okay.
But this Malay publication decided to call it PHIDOPHILIA.
Yeah.
Saya bukan pedophilia. Okay.
Okay.
He's not a
It's not a condition.
It's not a condition. Okay. So I guess that is true lah. So if they bring him to court and say like, hey,
Not a condition. Saya bukan.
You say you don't do this. Well, I say I'm not a condition.
I didn't say I didn't do it.
No, it's a messed up case lah. But
It's like, hey, I'm not cancer.
yeah.
Okay, so how does that relate to budget?
You say my Malay damn bad. I'm telling you, my Malay is damn good lah. I know more Malay words than you.
Because you know Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. From Palestine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on Friday, the
The
Minister of Finance, the Finance Minister,
who is also the Prime Minister.
yeah, but he was speaking in the capacity of as the Finance Minister,
Okay.
presented the national budget for 2016.
He tabled it in
Yeah.
Parliament.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ah.
How many times have you been to Parliament?
0. I still never been to Parliament and I'm not looking forward to ever having to go.
Yeah, last time I went to Parliament was probably 2004 or 5.
I mean, you have to like wear fancy clothes, go.
Yeah, you gotta wear long sleeve and a tie. So the last time I wore long sleeves and a tie was in 2004, 2005. So okay, so did you cover the budget?
Yeah. I
Whoa, okay.
did. I mean, like from the office lah. I mean,
What
like
did you do?
getting reactions, what people think of the budget.
So what did people think of the budget? What did you think of the budget?
What did I think of the budget? There's so many things. Every time cover budget, I really don't know what to
How many budgets have you covered?
do.
Whoa.
Oh, so many, man. Oh my god.
I know, right? Like every time when you cover the budget, go on.
Every time when the budget comes up,
All the 2 times you've covered.
every single 2 times I covered the budget, it's like, whoa, why so many things, one? Cannot just like, no lah. But basically, it's a lot.
And
of
it takes like what,
information.
2-3 hours to be present to present, right?
No, it was 2 hours lah, I think.
Yeah.
1.5 hours, 2 hours.
Hmm.
Full length movie, full feature length movie.
Yeah.
A very depressing one. But
No, but this year's budget wasn't that depressing. It was
I
quite
don't
an okay
know,
budget.
I can
Compared to the last budget that you covered.
It's like even the last budget, I'm still digesting the last budget, the previous budget. But okay, so like once he tables it, right?
Yeah.
Then what happens? They debate it.
Yeah, then they have to either approve it or not lah.
That's the only option, like approve it or not, or is it they can change around the?
I don't think they will actually ask for any changes. Because no, I don't think it happens.
Okay.
It's kind of like a yes or no. But I don't know. Maybe they are allowed to. You know. But then I guess you just put a vote to it and then yes or no only lah.
Oh. Okay. So what interests you in this? Why are you saying this budget better than last budget?
Well, I think this budget actually took into consideration the economic situation of the country. Even though the government has always been saying that we're not in a bad situation,
Yeah.
you know, but I think they took that into consideration.
Mm.
You know, they implemented GST. Okay, some of the few things that I think were highlights of the budget.
Yeah.
This is my own personal observation of the budget lah.
Yeah.
Number one, I think you know this year they implemented GST,
Yes.
and GST made a lot of money for.
I remember that.
Yeah, it made a lot of money for the government.
Okay.
I think it increased the government's revenue this year.
Yes.
Yeah, by how much? I'm not sure. You would go check in Google.
Yeah. No point watching this.
For
Because
facts,
you're not gonna
facts
get
and figures, you're not gonna get anything here lah.
Yeah. No point you watch this lah.
Just Google it. It's you're online right now. Like,
Right.
go Google it lah. Don't be lazy.
Yeah. Don't be lazy.
You've got a keypad in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the internet medium is for, like, interactivity.
Yes. Okay. So then, okay, they
Okay.
introduce GST.
So we got a lot of money, and I think that revenue kind of posted the loss in oil revenue.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess it was the right move for the government lah,
Mm.
as far as revenue is concerned.
Mm.
You know, to make up whatever lost revenue that was going to
The
be.
grand scheme of the national
Yeah.
money thing lah.
Uh-huh.
The money thing lah.
Yep. Don't you agree?
Yes.
Looks
Because
like
I
this is
know a
gonna-
lot about money.
It looks like this is going to be a one-way show this week.
Yes.
Number two,
Mm.
second thing that I think caught my interest in the budget is I forgot.
Okay. So this is a halfway show lah.
No. You know what the government did?
What?
They increased the tax rate for the
high
rich
income
and
earners.
famous.
Yeah.
Okay. People like me now will have to no I'm kidding. People earning if I'm not mistaken, people earning between 600,000 to 1 million ringgit a year.
Mm.
Can you imagine that amount of money you earn in a year? You can.
Yeah, can. Let's give or take about.
But
Oh
you-
man, it means they increase my
your,
tax
your,
next
your
year.
income tax bracket lah.
Man.
They increase it from 25% to 26%.
Okay.
Okay, that's
And
one.
also, and above 1 million will be 25 to 28%.
Yeah, 28%.
Yeah.
Now, when the GST was implemented,
Yeah.
although I kind of agreed to its implementation because it was a kind of a tax form that can actually cover the entire country, so that everybody will pay equally.
Yeah.
I kind of agreed with that, but I also kind of disagreed with the fact that those who earn a lower income
Need to buy
will
this.
have to have to shoulder the burden as well.
Yeah.
You know, which I think it's, I guess, being a socialist, like totally wrong lah. You know, and so I was kind of 50-50 with the GST thing, but now in this new budget, when they increase the tax rate for the high income earners,
Yeah.
maybe that's a step in the right direction lah.
Okay, about this, okay, you want to continue on this first?
No, please go on.
Okay, because when it comes to this taxation of the rich, taxing the rich, right?
Yeah,
I think some people see it as
it's like a Robin Hood thing, right?
no.
If you go online, you search for budget 2016 Malaysia,
Uh,
it'll be like a slew of articles saying, "Oh, this is a Robin Hood budget."
oh, is it? No, because a lot of people see it as a measure to narrow the income gap.
Okay.
Because there's more, the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, so might as well tax the rich more.
Which is logical.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's the debate that's going on in the US as well.
Yeah,
The 1%,
a
right?
fairer wealth distribution.
Yeah.
Some people, like because like I was saying, I was coming from the office to get reactions.
Mm.
I spoke to consumer groups. Some of them say the taxation, the tax for the rich should actually be higher because like
Yeah, this is too low, right? They should
Yeah.
increase it even more.
yeah, but when you think about it, $1 million, you're taking a quarter of that.
It's like
taking a quarter of somebody's
8, 9.
Yeah, I mean like to me a quarter of somebody's pay is still a lot lah.
Yeah.
I guess some people believe it should be more.
Yeah, man. Because normal income tax for like people living in Scandinavian countries is like what, 50-60%, 50-40, between 40 to 50%.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you think about it, once you're earning that much, what is your source of income? Like what kind of how, because it takes money to make money, right?
Yep.
I'm just maybe I sound ignorant lah or whatever, but like at that point you're not putting as much maybe the risks you take are bigger, but the amount of effort you have to put in to earn that money is much less than somebody who lower down the food chain of capitalism.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it should be more lah.
Debatable.
Yeah, no. I think I
But,
agree with.
yeah, for me that's how I think this thing is being seen lah, the idea of taxing the rich more.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah lah.
And in that same theme of trying to narrow the gap, right?
Yeah.
And also making it more, I guess, fair.
Yeah.
Right, not
Fair
equal
wealth
but fair,
distribution, yeah.
fair wealth distribution. I think the government is also putting more emphasis on the, you know, we had the B40, right? The 40% low income,
Yeah. Just the
low
yeah.
income earners, right?
Yeah.
Now they've defined the M40, the middle income earners, between what, 3,000 plus to 8,000, something like that.
3,000.
Wow,
Okay.
you've got your computer open.
Is what they what it's not it's what it's
He's
what
doing
they
the
say.
job that you guys should be doing out there when you are online right now.
This is for sure only. No, so wait, 3,000 to 8,000 is the middle income. Wow, what? So
What?
so it's 8,000 and then 600,000 to 1 million.
Now who's
wait,
between
sorry, it's you're talking
This
about
is monthly.
Okay.
monthly? So let's say, okay, if it's 8,000 a month times 12, that is, come on, use your Chinese side of the family to do the math. So about 72,000.
Is
So
it?
that's 72,000.
What are you talking about? No lah.
8,000 times 12 in a year.
96.
Oh, nice. That's why I asked you to use your Chinese part of the family to do the maths.
Yeah, it's 96,000.
Okay, so 96,000
Yeah.
a year. So what do you categorize the people who are earning between 96,000 a year to 600,000 a year?
Higher middle income.
Okay, so these people are getting like all kinds of benefits lah. They got like some tax exemptions. Like they've increased the tax exemption for children. Like if you have kids, right? They've increased it to how much? I don't know. Google it. If you take care of your parents, you get some tax exemption as well. You know, so I guess now we won't be sending mommy and daddy to any old folks home. We have to fight between us to see who's going to take care of them to get the tax exemption.
Yes.
And but the thing is, I think our parents earn more than we all are.
Yes.
So
Even in retirement.
even in retirement, they're earning more than us. So it's fine. Yeah. So and I think they've come up with like some schemes so that people can buy houses easier. You know, buy like first, especially for their first homes and things like that. They are allowing people to, number one, get easier loans. It kind of increases that lah, right? But that's good for the economy.
Yes.
They also they have some programs that allow first-time homeowners to borrow money to pay the down payment.
Yeah.
So even increase their loans.
yeah. So you take a loan to pay the down payment for your
loan.
So you're actually loaning the 100% lah.
Yeah. But if you look at how real estate works in Malaysia, it's okay lah because it always appreciates, even though they do want to break that speculation thing.
No, but it's still unaffordable.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's what index what study or what survey was it that came out earlier this year? They were saying Malaysia's one is very unaffordable. Homes in Malaysia is very unaffordable.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know it is lah.
It's ridiculous.
I know it's quite ridiculous lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason people buy homes now is so that they can rent out to other people. You know?
Yeah, and then they stay in like some squatter area.
Yeah. So they have enough money to pay for the down payment, right?
But they
And
can't pay.
and then
They can't service the loan.
They let the rental
Pay the service the loan. and then they go and pay like some
Then
300
they
ringgit
go live with
squatter
their
house.
parents.
Oh,
Yeah. So that is another form of how like there's still the trap lah of that
yeah.
social mobility and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that.
Mm.
What else? Kind of piqued my interest and education.
Mm-hmm.
Education got 20% of the budget.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that was what I read lah.
Okay.
And it's great and all because they are going to create more schools.
Okay.
They're going to build more schools and allocate more teachers to these schools. That is okay
Okay.
if they build more schools. But you know what is even better? They've also decided to allocate money for programs, educational programs.
Okay.
Because if you just have school buildings but no proper system,
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't serve a purpose lah.
Yeah.
Right? So this time around, I think they've decided to actually allocate money for programs. And you know what kind of programs?
What?
English language programs. Wow! So I guess we're all going to be Masalays now.
Mat Saleh.
Yeah, you know Athena.
Mat Saleh in Malaysia.
You know, yeah. You know Athena that day said the same thing that I said when I was her age.
What?
I'm an English. I'm English. You know, we asked her, Athena, are you Malay, Indian, Chinese?
That's why this whole race thing is
Yeah,
all.
I'm English. Then we said, why? Because I eat English. I speak English. Then, what about Pops and Mummy? You're all Malay. Why? Because you eat nasi lemak.
She get that idea.
I don't know. Yeah,
So now she doesn't eat nasi lemak.
so she does. But then she speaks English, so she's English. Which was what I said when I was 4 also lah. Yeah.
I said that when I was standard 2. No, because like this whole race thing is it's something you teach children other than
Yep.
then they realize like this thing.
Yeah lah.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the budget.
Yeah.
I think it was a good move. There's this like dual language program thing in schools. Money went to that. There's this high immersive program also
Okay.
for English language. Money went into that as well. So I guess they're seeing the importance of having the English language, having skills to speak English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is important, right? And then there'll be those stupid people who start comparing, who these ultra Malays who want to preserve the language. They will start saying, and I have no qualms calling them stupid. Is that they're saying that, oh, look at countries like Japan and Korea, they didn't sacrifice their language and yet they're so developed and smart and intelligent, Fuck you. You know why they can afford to not sacrifice their language and not even learn other languages?
Right.
It's because they are so intelligent and so developed and so smart in developing their intelligence and technology and science and whatever studies they do, that other people have to learn their language to learn the stuff that they know.
Yeah. We've got
Malaysia got stuff like that. When people
as in like say they value their language, right? They get because I think we talked about this previously where in Malaysia, despite wanting to preserve the Malay language, I mean I'm all for being learning Malay, speaking Malay, having it as a national language. Okay, sure. But you take the proper steps to make it let knowledge be
a knowledge-based language lah.
not knowledge philosophies or like education.
Yeah, they don't even
actually be accessible in that
in
language.
Malay. They don't even translate the proper books and education materials and resources into Malay.
Yeah, what you get is suami aku sotong lah.
Yeah,
suami aku sotong.
Suami ku ustaz.
I saw this Facebook post by somebody was like saying like, hey, you look at Japan, look at Japan, they all speak Japan, they all maju and everything. Why
they speak Japan?
What?
It's like they are pedophilias.
No, they're in Japan, they all speak Japanese. And they all can maju. Why we all can't do that with Malay? And then somebody was like, wait, stupid or what? They all deaf also. They all still gonna maju. It's not about the language.
Exactly.
Yeah. They all deaf use sign language, so they all still
gonna be maju. Like Ali Maju.
Ali Maju. What's the name?
Mamak shop.
Oh.
Okay. So that's that.
Mm.
What else? What else? What else? Okay, what else in the budget interested you?
Brim.
Ah, what about Brim? Huh? They decrease Brim, right?
Brim.
Decrease or increase?
Increase.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
How much? A lot.
I think some. Yeah, I think some of it went up by 50 ringgit.
Really?
Mm. So some of it's like $1,000 now.
50
I
ringgit.
can't remember like for certain income groups would be higher. But the thing
Well,
is,
you know, if they wait for maybe 30 to 40 years
Mm.
and keep collecting the Brim every 30 for 30 to 40 years,
Yeah.
maybe they might have enough and don't have to take that loan for a down payment to buy a house.
Or maybe if they collect the Brim for 40 or 50 years, they can make up 1 year's worth of income.
Mm. And then be taxed 26%.
Yeah.
Okay, and increase Brim.
Okay, but the thing about Brim, right? I was speaking to someone the other day. When did Brim start?
A few years back.
Is it a few years back?
Yeah, I think 4 or 5 years back.
Really, so long already.
Or less.
Just Google that. But anyway, I was
You
speaking.
guys Google it. We're not doing your job for you.
The thing is like, okay, Brim payout to start January 15.
So Brim just started being given out this year. No lah.
Oh no
You're
no no
wrong,
no
you're
no
wrong.
no 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 no. Brim is a
What,
few
3 years 3-4 years
Yeah, some time ago. I don't know. I can't find it lah. Anyway, Brim is a cash handout. What is it for? I mean, like, what is what do you understand about Brim? What is it supposed to do? What is its purpose?
To buy votes. Oh no. That was satire. To make people like the government.
Okay.
No, I guess
no,
that in
really,
theory it's supposed to give aid to people who are low income earners.
Okay. Brim started in 2012. Okay, so yeah, the idea is that it's supposed to help people, low income earners, right? But did you know that in a lot of GST countries, say like Singapore, GST countries that implement GST, they have cash handouts, which is meant to help people
Balance out that
balance
tax.
out, balance out the extra taxation.
Really? Yeah.
Kind of
Singapore
thing.
has cash handouts. Cash handouts.
It's a GST voucher lah.
Wow.
I don't know if they still do it lah.
But that defeats the purpose of having GST. Because there are only certain people who are qualified to receive these.
I think so, yeah. So, the thing is, this Brim can kind of be seen as that kind of a thing.
Yeah, it can be, definitely.
But it doesn't really help anyone aside from those who already, like, just to even out cost of living, rather than to actually be a supplement to, like, oh yes, finally I can afford certain things. I can afford to get out of this lower income lifestyle.
And certain countries also, like like Canada and all that, although they might not have exact cash handouts, literally cash handouts, they give other kinds of exemption for the low income earners to also help balance it out, but not in cash form.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe by giving out handouts, by giving those kind of exemptions and advantages for low income earners is better than cash handouts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
I personally think like this Brim, collectively all the money that's being used, rather than increase it, the money that was supposed to go into increasing, say 50 ringgit, right? 50 ringgit from I don't know how many people are taking are collecting Brim, right? You take that money and you use it to create opportunities for people. Would that not be more beneficial for low income earners to afford? Get better. Have a better chance in moving upwards.
Yeah, of course. But I think they already have those in place also.
Such as?
I think they've like increased like grants. They're helping out more. They're helping out more people who are into entrepreneurship this year. And especially for like those who are from low income earners lah, to start out small businesses. I forgot what it's called, but it was mentioned in the budget lah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was to help like small business owners to start small businesses, like small micro loans lah.
Okay, microloans.
Microloans, microfunding to start small businesses. They started that also. They announced it in the budget. So
Okay.
they did.
Oh, it seems like we have a lot of money to give around. Huh?
It seems like we did because you know why? We actually increased our revenue this year because of GST.
Oh wow.
I think we made an increment of a few billion. Exactly, I don't know. Go Google it. No, but yeah, I'm serious.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, because like, if I'm not mistaken, GST is supposed to be Malaysia's initiative to diversify its its revenue to reduce dependency on
Oil.
commodity.
It's really oil.
Mm. And rubber gloves.
And rubber gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else? What else? I'm going through my list right now.
No, you're the one who's like writing a story on.
I know, but the story's not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So you're researching halfway.
yeah. Halfway lah.
One paragraph.
So now I'm giving out all the research that I've done lah.
Some research.
I think healthcare also is a big beneficiary
Why?
in the budget. Again, like education, they're building more hospitals. But you know what?
That should have been done like a long time ago. Man.
Yeah, but they're constantly increasing lah. Every year also they increase new hospitals, new schools and things like that lah. But you know the GST that was implemented this year? They've also revised the GST.
Okay.
And there's this whole bunch of stuff that previously had GST is now zero rated.
I know what you're gonna say. Medicines. The list of zero rated medicines was doubled.
Do you just Google it?
No, I know.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, okay. I didn't know they doubled it lah.
Yeah.
But they increased it lah.
Yeah.
And the medicines that are used to treat I think what was that those diseases that are
Fleas.
no
Pedophilia.
no the main ones that are it's heart disease,
Oh, heart disease, cancer,
diabetes,
and,
high blood pressure,
yeah.
you know, what do you call these diseases? Forgot lah. It's all these diseases lah.
I think they are a list of number one killers. I think together they're the number one killers of people in Malaysia.
Yeah. Oh, you mean they kill other things too?
Yeah.
Like they kill anyway. Yeah. So healthcare is a big
Killer.
beneficiary.
Yeah. I can tell you.
Can you?
Medicines that were zero rated include all brands in the poison schedule A, B, C, and D.
All this stuff you can Google lah.
Yeah.
She's Googling it right now.
No man, I'm reading nothing here. Yeah.
Those were the things that actually I feel were the highlights of the budget.
But people still argue.
What do they argue?
Medicine all should be zero, like completely exempted from GST.
Like all lah.
Yeah.
And then there's also the issue about the doctors because they're considered consultants. Their fees that is GST.
But you go to a public hospital, you pay RM1, is it? Was it?
Yeah, something like that.
You pay.
Yeah.
So more public hospitals
Of course. I'm a big advocate of public healthcare system anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You don't know what else to talk about the budget?
you know what I was really upset with this week?
What?
Freaking fake mutton.
Fake mutton?
Do you read about that?
No.
There's apparently there's like
I
some
don't really
restaurants.
like mutton anyway.
Some restaurants to cut costs on their mutton, they switch it with low grade beef.
So mutton is considered low grade beef.
Some places they were found to have switched the mutton for low grade beef.
Wow.
What the what?
Thank God I don't like mutton.
Wait. I don't know what they switched it out with. I think one of the theories was low grade beef, or I read somewhere that it said low grade beef, but basically it wasn't mutton.
Wow.
What the what?
You know, fun fact. I watched this Discovery Channel documentary, and it showed how
Mutton was made.
no, long time ago in places like London, New York, like in the 19th century, mid 19th century, early 19th century, they were selling meat, right? You know, at that time, like no refrigerators, no fridge and all that, right? No freezers and all that. So they wanted to make sure their meat was fresh, and they sold fresh meat. You know what they did? They took already rotten meat, made it into like sausages and burger patties, and injected food coloring into it to make it look fresh and red.
Whoa. Hey man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not fake eggs. You ever heard of fake eggs?
No.
Okay, apparently like some people they just like don't know, they use coloring and like weird stuff
And then they make eggs.
to make fake eggs that you can boil and everything, you know, but it'll be like super rubbery. It's cheap.
You know what else is fake and also super rubbery?
What?
Fake boobs.
Yes.
So if
you like this
episode, please share it
your
with
friends,
everybody.
family,
You can
your
get
sister, brother.
yeah.
If you didn't like it, share it and
Share
put
it
some
and-
bad words to it.
Yep, and
Why did he
don't
this
spare
way?
people the torture that you went through watching
Yeah.
or listening to this.
Yeah, if you had to go through this torture,
Make sure everybody has to go through it too.
Yes.
Yeah. So this week's episode
Was
brought to you by fake boobs. I beat you to it.
Wait, hold on. About the fake mutton thing again. A friend of mine pointed out on Facebook, like, hey, you switch out mutton for beef, it's like switching out
Chicken for pork.
for some people.
Whoa.
So what the what? I think
Yeah.
that's gonna be a catchphrase from now on.
What the what?
What the what? With the head shake.
Okay.
Okay, so you've been watching and listening to the Fat Bidin podcast with me, Aizyl. I'm assuming Zan and Aizyl.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.